saying goodbye. I've had enough of all of your lies. I've had enough of putting up with all the disguise. I've had.
Hey guys, Dustin here, live on Twitch, later on YouTube, i0n Games. Take two today, believe it or not, because I hit the record button instead of the stream button when I started this. So, one of those things, we'll just give her a start over here. And today, I was talking about before how I have kind of rejiggered my system behind the old TV in front of me here. I have the AV cables for the N64 and for the PS3 coming into one joint connection, and then I have, that's a 2 female to 1 male, and then I have bought a 2 female to 1 female connector, so the joint system of the PlayStation and the N64 goes into the 1 female side with its 1 male side, and then out 2 cables go to my Elgato and to the television, because there's a big delay in trying to broadcast these things, these older systems hooked up through AV instead of HDMI, if you don't do this. So $12 worth of connectors and adapters. But the problem is when I fully connect up all the sound cables, the PlayStation has full sound. The N64 has no sound. So what I've done is I've disconnected one of the sound cords from each of the sources, from the television and from the game capture, hoping that that's going to go ahead and help us to have sound. I don't know why it's working that way, but we're going to see if you have any sound on your end. I think you have a little bit, but not a lot. But you'll still be able to hear me. You'll still be able to see the game we're playing today. And the game we are playing today is Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer on the N64. It's one of those games that is either a love it or a hate it, and some people love it, some people don't. I'm trying to get my Elgato to go ahead and show it up here. There we go. Now you should be able to see what I'm seeing. I'd actually started a race, but I'm going to restart it again for you folks so you can see the intro. I've beaten this course before when I first took the N64 back up and got this title. This is one of the ones that sold me an N64 along with the wrestling games because it's just a really fun racing game, and I'll talk a little bit about the prequels from both my perspective as a longtime Star Wars fan and showing it to my kids when they were a little younger. But first, don't forget you can see everything I've done. Like I said, I'm live on twitch.tv/i0n4life. I'll be later on YouTube over at bit.ly/clambake productions, and it's going to be a, you can see everything I do there. I'm trying to get to 100 followers on Twitch and 100 subscribers on YouTube by the end of 2017, and we're just about to March now, and we got a couple yesterday, a couple friends jumped on and subscribed, and I appreciate them, and hopefully you'll jump into. So here we go, restarting the race. This is one of those N64 games you have to hold it by the thumbstick and the Z trigger, and then A is your accelerator and B is your brake, and I don't know any of the other controls. But that's how we're going to do it, and that's my character right there. I don't know his name. He had good acceleration and equal acceleration and top speed, which is what I want. 3, 2, 1, go. And I am in second to start now, but we'll go ahead and just see if I can't speed past whoever's in front of me. Much like in GTA Online, you just kind of cruise out. I actually don't use my brake. I just release the gas a little bit, and that gives me a tiny bit more fine control. Depends on your race style. I won 2 races in a row yesterday on GTA, playing in a room where they wouldn't let me use custom bikes in a couple motorcycle races. And the first one was a very close race, and I actually jumped over the leader at the end to get the win. Literally, we were 1 or 2 tenths of a second apart. And then the other race, I won by about a half a lap. Oh, that's not good. That's bad. All right, here we go. Don't want to do that again. Very lucky I was decently ahead here. Now, talking about these prequels, pod racing was something that I think most people enjoyed from the first Episode 1 movie, from the prequel. Of course, Jar Jar is pretty universally despised. My wife is upstairs. She probably have a few comments about me even mentioning the name of Jar Jar Binks. watching them as a longtime Star Wars fan who grew up playing all the video games and the role-playing game. I even played the old West End games, Star Wars RPG, and then the D20 Star Wars RPG. I've still got all the D20 books. Heck, I think I've still got a few of the West End games D6 books, believe it or not. Anyway, it was okay. I mean, it was new Star Wars, and that was cool to have. People kind of forget about that, and I showed the movies, the new trilogy, to my kids. We decided with my girls to have them watch Star Wars in order. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. I don't know how to go reversed. There I go. Oh boy, now I'm in fourth. All right. See if I can catch up. I am having trouble with that tunnel today, kids. Now I'm in seventh. Let's just roll through here and see if I can't pass a few people. Back to fourth. I got some catching up to do big time on this final lap, it looks like to me. Anyway, my girls loved it. They didn't know any better, and I guess that's maybe what a lot of people would say when you're looking at the new trilogy, the original trilogy and the new trilogy, and now the third trilogy we're going to get that Disney is doing. I personally think that we bring a lot of jaded perspective as old school fans to the table, and I really think we do, because we have sugar-coated memories. We have those rosy glasses of history that tend to cloud our judgment and not let us just enjoy things sometimes. I'll be honest with you, that's one of the reasons I have not even tried to watch The Force Awakens, and I will probably not watch any of the new trilogy, because really, A, I'm terrified I'll like them, which I will admit here in public on the internet forever to live, and B, I just don't think I can give them a fair shake. I really don't. And so I would rather not let the rose-tinted glasses of history ruin what's probably a really good movie by all rights and means for me. Nice recovery, by the way, there. You'll see I did take first. This is the Tatooine Bunta Eve training course. I'd beaten it once already, but I just beat it again. E.B. Endicott is who I am. So there we go. And if you can hear him, he's humming the Cantina theme. So here we go, race 2. I'm on Gaza Speedway on the amateur circuit. Have to place fourth or better. Let's see how I do. Start the race. If you're just tuning in, I am Dustin. This is i0n Games, streaming live on twitch.tv/i0n4life. Later on YouTube at bit.ly/Clambake Productions. I'm playing Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on the N64. And here we go. This is my first time seeing this course. See where I end up. This is an interesting looking course, I'll say that much. Not as many straightaways as on Tatooine. So I have not even gotten close to hitting 500 yet. I may have to actually use my brake. By the way, I found out to reverse earlier. You hold B, and that'll back you up. Especially if you're not moving. Oh, crap a monkey. That wasn't good. Third place now, and this is going to be a hard one to catch up on. I'm on lap 2. But there's old Sebulba up there in first. Now, why is he on the amateur circuit is the first question I would ask. There we go. Got around him in first, but beating the tar out of my pod now just into second. All right, here we go. Back into first. Do not want to hit anything again. This is a short little sprint course here. Definitely a not favorable to my racing style. I'm better at the mid-ranges where I can do a little catch-up if I have to, but still. Here we go, and there's the number 12 racer ahead of me. I can lap them, apparently. And I may. Nope, won't lap them, but I will take first. Wow. Short little course. Tough race, but I made her through. Lap 2 is just not my friend, you know what I'm saying? I don't seem to be doing well. Hey, if you're on the live Twitch stream with me, leave a comment. Love to interact with you. You can see yourself in the chat. I take after the Diamond Club folks with this. I like to make sure that we're engaging and having a little conversation. I'd love to have you in. And, of course, if you're around later, you can get me on YouTube over at Clambake Productions. Leave a comment. I will respond to them. I always do. Unless it's a spam comment. Spam comments I don't really bother with. And then, you know, you can get me on Twitter at i0n4life. So there you go. You can usually catch me on any evening that I'm home playing a little Grand Theft Auto Online. And there he is, if you can hear him again, humming the theme to the Cantina. All right, third race is Beto's Wild Ride on Andor Prime. Circular course with a few tight turns. Let's see what we can do. Taking first on the first two. Let's see what we got. Interesting. Oh, boy. All right. Here we go. Tight right off the bat. Coming around, I am in first, but one mistake, as we find out when you watch me race on GTA, will prove that that can change in damn near an instant. All right, got a little too close to the wall there, did a little bouncy. Can't imagine anyone's got a pod thin enough to get through some of those little gaps there between the rocks. If I could figure out how to take her. Whoa, get over, son, get over. There you go. Ooh-wee. Tight turn. There we go, made it. I'm going to have to use my brake on a couple of these kids, I'm betting you. Edie Endicott is not having a great race, but not having a bad race. And sometimes, oh boy, that's, oh, destroyed myself. Here we go. Into second now. Old Sebulba's gotten past me. All right, here we go. Back into first. That is where, this is one of the reasons I like to have someone's in my, you'll see it with my cars on Grand Theft Auto as well. I want the acceleration of the top speed to match, or else I really just want the acceleration to be higher. If I can jump out, I can usually drive defensively enough to keep a lead, but not always, as you're seeing. All right, here we go. Around this tight corner, a little bouncy there. We have a split path. Looks like I'm going up the middle. Wonder if there's going to be any wampas. That'd be kind of cool. Oh boy. All righty then. I'm really hardly able to even see the mini-map, to be blunt honest with you, because I'm just reacting to everything in front of me. That's really where I'm at, what I'm trying to do here, and I don't even want to do 3 laps of this race, to be as honest as I can be. Oh boy. 206. This is a medium race. This is one of the more confusing courses so far here on Episode 1 Racer on the N64. My name is Dustin, i0n Games. I broadcast live on Twitch, sometimes later, but everything always ends up on YouTube at Clambake Productions, bit.ly/Clambake Productions. Oh boy, got it. Got around it. All right, that's better. I'm in first, but I am definitely not dominating the old course here. On Beto's Wild Ride, you can see that I've gotten both nacelles on my pod. They've taken a little damage. I am trying as hard as I can to not hit anything. I've been destroyed once already. We'll see where we're at. Coming around. Missed those rocks. Mind the big rocks, as they said on Robin Hood Men in Tights. To Prince John, to the Sheriff of Rottingham. I'm going to die. Yeah, that did that. Slid out of control into second place. Maybe third. Yep, third it is, but I'm going to pass them both pretty handily. Here we go. N64 games using the controller here from the Z trigger position, I call it, where my thumb is on the button and my finger is on the Z trigger. Thumb on the control stick, of course, sorry. Coming around, I've got a good lead here. Even though I've wrecked every lap so far, these long straightaways are very useful to help me just get through. And now I'm going to just wind through this cavern. I'd almost rather run into a dang wampa. It's the snow beast for those of you that aren't as nerdy on the Star Wars stuff as I am. And if all else fails, I could bust out my phaser. Some people just got very upset out there. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. I deserve to have my little crashy crash there, because when you start mixing Star Wars and Star Trek, you're begging for trouble. All right, here we go, lap 3. I am in first, but not by a lot. I'd like to not blow up on this lap. That's my goal. Now that I've been through the second lap of this I'd say this is one of the longer courses, I want to not crash. That's the goal. It should be the goal for every single time. Sometimes you have to blow up to learn a lesson. Sometimes you have to blow up to learn your way. And that's what I've done on the first 2 laps. So let's see if I can avoid it now that I'm on the 3rd lap on this course. I do not practice in advance for many. Uh-oh, that's bad. All right. Well, they went the no crashing goal. Went off the bridge. But at least it was a new crash. You got to see something interesting, I'll say. All right, here we go. Coming through. Tight turns. Trying not to die. It's really fast-paced and very exciting game here. Like I said, talking earlier in the video, a lot of people don't like the prequels. Episode 1 in particular gets a lot of crap from people for its for Jar Jar, frankly. I think that's the biggest reason, and that's understandable because Jar Jar sucked. But I think in total, you know, the story wasn't bad. Yes, it was very unrealistic. The midichlorians thing really made a lot of people angry, but there were some good. This was a good video game based off of the first movie. It even got a sequel, Racer Revenge, which I believe was also released on the PlayStation. I think this one may have been released on the PS1 as well. I'm not sure. Someone could shoot me a line to tell me about it later. Here we go, trying to hold on and get my 3rd win in a row. Weaving through the cavern. One more again, as a buddy of mine was fond of saying. Old Dan, we called him the convict in wrestling. He was one of those freaking nature athletes that could just do anything you asked him to do. Great guy, and if you're seeing this later, Danny, love to hear from you. You got my number, give me a call. And it goes 2 ways, though. I can call you. I just hadn't, so. All right, here we go. Got back online. Just getting closer to the end of this thing, and there it is. Whew! Worst times on each lap, but I still got first, and that's what matters. All right. So now we go through. Let's take a gander here. He's the pit droid bringing in the pods. Very fun. We'll just hit a button here. All right, I want to go ahead and look at some of the upgrades. So there I am. 1,200 Truggets again. Should make 3,600. So now we're going to back out. Well, we're going to hit him, I guess. And we're going to, I want to look at my pod. Okay, well, vehicle upgrades. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here.
Welcome to Auto Shop, huh? Take a look around. I got everything you need, huh?
Alright. Turning maybe I should upgrade, wouldn't you think? Maybe I could upgrade my turning a little bit. Let's try that. How much does he want for that? 4,000. How much does he want? 200 and 200. I'll upgrade that.
Maybe you find the one you need at the back in the junk yet, huh?
Acceleration, there's a little top speed. Let's go ahead and want to find something else for accelerating. Let's do the quad power cell, definitely buying that. And then only thing for acceleration seems to be that. don't have enough for that. But I can buy that. Alright, so I bought a bunch of upgrades to my pod here. Now, come on. Why is it? Alright. Are they installed then? Is that what I'm seeing then? Buy parts.
You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh? No money, no parts, no deal.
Alright, so I changed my vehicle. Maybe that's where, no, I'm here. Vehicle upgrade. Okay, I think I've got everything here. We'll do one more race then. Inspect the vehicle. Alright. Buy pit droids. See if I can buy a couple of pit droids. Cost 1,000. Alright. Start the race. Let's do it. One more race here, then we're going to end the stream. This will be my 4th race here on Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on my N64. So A is your accelerator, B is your brake, and to go backward. Alright, here we go. Holy cow. Alright. Well, this is a fun little course. 2 forks right off the bat. They just kind of catch you. And sometimes with these older graphics, I do have the expansion port in. The expansion card in, the red chip, as many people just call it. I do have that in my N64. Got a great deal locally from a gentleman who repairs and sells video games. He's very helpful and very cool to help me. He always keeps an eye out for me to find stuff that I'm looking for. And when he gets good trades, he always kind of keeps them in the back a little bit, and then lets me, when I come in to visit, he'll pull the box out of the back storage and let me take a gander at it, which I appreciate because I tend to find something I like. Gotten a few good games off him over the course of the last couple years as I've gotten more and more back into retro gaming. I wish a long time ago I would have just bought the Retron 5 because I do gush about it. It is an amazing little system. I don't know why it has so much hate on the old interwebs, but it's the internet, and we've never really been logical about why we hate anything, huh? And why start now? I say, why start now? All right, navigating, still not through my first lap on this course. This is the difficulty is definitely scaling upward. All right, here we go. I think I'm heading near. Yep, this will be me heading into the, wow! Second lap here of 3. I make it through this thing in one piece. It's going to be a good day. Lap 2 now. Now I'm just into my second lap. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, dude. Edie Endicott. Or EB. Whatever. Edie, whatevs. This is going to end up being a medium race, I would say. I wish I did practice for these videos sometimes. It would be nice. But really today I was just kind of struggling with what even to stream. And this is one I put in to test and to see how my connections were working. And I was like, you know what? This is kind of a fun game. Let's give it a shot. So here we are, Episode 1 Racer. If you have any ideas for games you'd like to see me stream, Shoot me a message on Twitter at i0n for life. Message me on Twitch, twitch.tv/i0n4life. And, of course, on YouTube over at Clambake Productions, bit.ly/Clambake Productions. That's Clambake Productions. You can leave me comments there. Tell me what you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to accommodate you if I've got the game. And, heck, maybe it's a game I've thought of buying, and you're going to give me a cheap excuse to pick it up. All right. In the middle of lap 2, you can see that I've taken yellow damage already to both front nacelles. This is bad because we're not even halfway through the second lap, I don't think. And I am already crashing up nicely. Yep, there's one. All right. Here we go, around the corner here. See if I can stay in first. All right, here we go. Lapping through. Nice little figure 8 setup here, huh, kids? All right. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, buddy. All right, end of lap 2. Here we go, final lap. This is not that long of a course. It's just a very perilous course, I will say. Lots of twists and turns. I've blown up at least once, if not twice, on each lap so far. It's just what's happening. All right, here we go. Anakin Skywalker, I am not, but as we've seen, Skywalker's finishing in the top 5, but he's not winning races either. And I've at least come in first every time. I think with this next series of upgrades, I'm going to buy a new pit droid. Maybe 2 if I've got enough. They're 1,000 each. I don't know how much money I have left, how many trug nuts I have left, but we'll see. Woo! Didn't blow up on that one that time, but I am damaged. Here we go. Around the corner, letting off the brake or gas just to come around. That way I don't have to hit a brake. I don't know why I feel more comfortable letting off the gas, but I just do. There's a crash. All right. Here we go. Back into it. I'm far enough ahead of everyone else so that the crashes are not affecting me greatly. They're just damaging my pod and slowing my time down. That's all right, as long as we get first at the end. I stream live or sometimes a taped episode if my work schedule is busy or if we're doing a series. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I hope you'll join me. Hope you'll check everything out. Here we go. We got the figure 8 here. All right, round this way now. Crashy, crashy. Sometimes slowing down is a good thing. There it is. And whoop, 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 whoop. Get through it. There we go. First place. Second lap was the best one that time, so there you go. All right. Little cutscenes there. Always nice to see from this era. All right, so there it is. E.B. Endicott wins again. 8 seconds ahead of everyone else, even after all the destruction. All right, folks, that's going to be it for Episode 1 Racer today. I've only got a couple races left here on this circuit, and I'll beat them another time. We always come back around to games here on i0n Games. Don't forget to see me live Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, live or recorded, but either way, there's shows Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Twitch.tv/i0n4life. bit.ly/Clambake Productions. That's my YouTube channel. And, of course, i0n for life on Twitter. i0n_4_life on the old PSN. I don't have an Xbone. Join me. We'll have a little fun. I'd like to thank you for watching. This has been a Clambake Productions podcast. Thanks for listening.